So I am embracing my inner first impressions series here. Just got a slew of new games on the Xbox. We're going to dive into Return to Grace today. Give this a first impressions look. Creative Bytes Studios. Ontario Creates. Oh, so this is partially funded at least. It's cool when there's tax incentives for companies to make games in specific places. I like the music. I'm just going to chill on that in a minute. I'm going to turn it up a little bit actually. That gives me like early Myst vibes. Hints of Mass Effect in there. Love it. There's some great imagery too. Is it the Eye of Jupiter? Alright, we're good to go. Start game.
Stick's not responding.
Ganymede, 3820 AD.
Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
The ancient resting place of humanity's greatest achievement.
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9, oh, there it is.
Return to Grace.
Addie? Addie, please respond.
Oh, everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
What's up with my suit?
Talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen. Maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addie, we've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
It's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Well, the voiceovers are pretty good so far. Both very well done. Very highly pleased by that so far. So we're looking for some sort of a manual release. Oh, can I please speed that up? Because that is like molasses. Options. Controller mapping? No, that's only going to be the buttons. Game. Aha! I'm not using a mouse, but let's crank it all the way up. Let's crank that all the way up. Okay. Does it say? Okay, let's try this again. That's probably a little too much, but I think I can deal with it for now. No, that's definitely too much. Hang on. Excuse me. There we go. That works. So there's manual movements required.
Seriously.
Not just button pushing.
This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh. Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point. if there is one.
All right. Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
All right, it's still not. It changed when we got down, so hang on. This is hilarious.
You know the beacon could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
200 oral history, so 200 different versions being told.
Storm. Where would this have come from?
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
Yeah, Thunder's impressive.
There's something man-made here.
Where? Oh, that. Oh.
Looks like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay from the Dawes Sea Dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan.
Wow, that thunder is very impressive through the headphones for sure.
There's a little bridge here.
Yeah, that's.
There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
Okay.
This looks climbable. Which way here?
Just go straight. Oh no.
Yep, there goes the back again.
What happened?
Fell into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
Am I gonna get a flashlight? Nope. Traversing the dark.
Looks a little tight. It's opened up again.
Is it the same one or a different
Another
one?
station.
Another one.
They're too close together to be weather stations.
So seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would track activity. The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
They got a lot of achievements, which is cool. Definitely man-made.
This has to be it.
What are you
This is
seeing, Addy?
the spire.
I'm looking at what must be the spire superstructure.
It says infiltrate the spire. Ooh, that sounds nefarious. Not explore. God, that thunder is really realistic.
I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible. I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Can't see much of anything else, so.
Did you make it, Addy?
I'll let you know in 1 sec. I'm in. All right, Grace. Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
900 years. So we're on a space station that's what? Been derelict for 900 years? Or abandoned? Or. Can I, like go over here?
Hope my light still works.
Me too, because I can't see squat.
Well, you should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months of spaceflight, are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
That light is like... There's so not enough of it.
Looks like a bit of a labyrinth, but I'm still picking up the signal ahead.
And you can still hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy. The structure looks to be in decent condition.
Another good sign.
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me.
Better not be any
It's the
jump
right era,
scares.
the right size.
Don't say it, Eddie. We've had our hopes dashed before.
There's no way I'm squeezing through that. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Looks like the tunnels can be air sealed. I'm guessing large parts of the station can be pressurized. These can't be powered. Must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
This one's broken. I think I can crawl through.
Alright, let's do it. So far, it seems like an exploration game.
Jeez. That's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
In other words,
It's probably fine.
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Gosh, I hope this is the right way.
it's a little late. Because how the hell are you getting out again? I would not want to try to shimmy up these shafts. I wouldn't be wanting to shimmy down them.
Oh boy, this is slick.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
slick.
no.
How are you getting back out? You know? Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Are you hurt, Addie?
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous. This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
I'm thinking not.
I found the beacon. The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically, if you run a scan, I can attempt to connect. The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close.
Oh, hang on. What am I doing?
Watch the meter closely and move your hand slowly to find the position. First position is locked. Second calibration position is up. That's 2, and here's the final position. That's it. We're in.
That's an interesting way of hacking
Accessing the
something.
network now. Oh,
Shit. Alan, you there?
Nope. We're cut off.
Alan?
Hello,
Ha!
a visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Who is this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you... Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamori. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance. There should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
So, is she a benign AI, or is she just pretending like, I don't know.
Look for a hinged floor grate at the foot of one of the doors. The winch is set in the floor below one of the doors.
This must be it.
Working the winch will open the door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Grace Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
Archaeologist, she just called herself. Interesting.
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll light the way.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
Okay. The 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Till we have a better idea of who you are. And, you can call me Addie.
I have no idea what I'm doing
I will
here.
refer to you as Addie, then.
Just put him in the
Until we
middle,
have a better
right?
idea of who you are. Do
I
they
wish I
not have
could use
squares
this with the
where you are
D-pad.
from?
Just give me a second.
No, I'm not quite.
Light only the 9 lights at the direct center of the panel. You need to toggle the other lights off.
1, 2, 3. Oh, or is it going to be a crosshair? Not a crosshair. It should 9, right?
So what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness. Go ahead
Interesting.
and activate the elevator.
Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. That makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
It's kind of like the pyramids. That's a cool looking door, man.
Can you open this?
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
We're on our own. This place is pretty big, man.
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You sound a little different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty. You know what's in these?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine. You must prime the generators first.
Makes sense.
Definitely getting Mist vibes, like...
So, why do you need me to start these?
Tradition.
These look like crystal core processors. Amazing. You can find the material to build one of those today.
Enough, Addie. You must go to the generators.
Cool. So there's a lot of like manual movements here.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed. We are all part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power. Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament.
It's an interesting concept, having like different AIs, being able to talk with you.
The
Of course,
turbine has failed us.
of course,
That's
there's
not good.
something else
I
wrong.
must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
What?
the broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Alright.
That is not. It sounded way different when you said it. Cast off. Wow. Okay. Whatever. Lift.
Going down. I'm safe to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
One more.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
You know, this is one of the first games I've played in a long
You're
time
sure I'll be able to
that doesn't
fix
have
this?
like a mini map
If you trust
pointing
in
you
my word,
in a
yes.
direction. It had the dot earlier, but since then, no dots. All right, he said that control booth is probably where I'm headed next.
You must first cast out the old turbine.
The terminology is hilarious.
Now cast aside the wretched unit.
Okay, bro.
Now you shall place the new turbine.
I shall. Woo! Takes a little bit to slow it down when it's moving fast. So physics, at least. It's a giant Lego head. Now we have light and a voice.
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Grace?
Everett.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of my return. From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered. We should determine where in the megastructure
That was
my
this
central
way, I think.
processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
Yeah, for sure.
There's
I need
no
to know.
electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
And we share an interest in shedding light on this Dark Age.
Well, I gotta say, so far, everybody, I'm genuinely pleased with this. It seems to just be a puzzle exploration game where you're uncovering the history of
From
what
I can
happened at
tell,
this long-lost
there
space
is some
station.
sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which should lead you to the other parts of the spire.
It's got really good voice acting. The story's been pretty entertaining so far. It's engaging. I want to
I will
know
illuminate
more.
the door leading to this transit system.
So she just turned the light on for me. I know that there are a lot of great exploration games out there. I don't always play these because I'm usually more in the RPG environment. But this I can see where it harkens back to, like I said earlier, Myst, because I have great memories of those games growing up. And over the years, I haven't played anything that's been quite as resonant as those ones were in terms of the early days of just exploration puzzle games. But this has been really fun. This is on Game Pass right now, so you can take a look at it at your leisure. If you've already played it, let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. It seems to be a pretty fun little game to just hop into and just go explore and figure out what happened to this lost space station, and the history of like 900 years ago for humanity. Because apparently I'm an archaeologist who has come back through oral histories. I mean, it's literally like a space age Indiana Jones story, which is really cool. The way it's been playing out so far. I enjoyed this. I thought it was kind of fun. So my first impressions is, yeah, you should definitely give this a shot. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 so far. There's been a couple things that I don't like, and it went away now. But there's some of much of the exploration where you've got your hand up in your face with the wristband UI. That was somewhat annoying. And then the light source was just so tiny that it felt a little too little, if that makes sense. But other than that, it's been a really great experience. Had a great time. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments below. Do you want to see more of this? There's always the chance. I do play a lot of games, so check out all the other First Impressions videos. And as always, if something kicks off with the community, I will play that in a Let's Play series. So it's up to you guys what I show here on the channel. Don't forget to check out the daily streams here and on Twitch. There's the Discord. There's a Patreon. I'll see everybody in the next one. Stay safe. Happy gaming.